I think it's wonderful to see such an outbreak like this. It's superb. I'm a bit confused of some people here like selling insurance. I'm not quite certain where that comes into entrepreneurship and other things, but generally the markets look very good out here. But the only thing I'm not quite certain of, the people who are here, I'm not certain what they're looking for. Are you with me? I think a lot of them are aspiring entrepreneurs, and really it's good, they're picking up ideas. But insurance and those things, you must have insurance when you have a small business. I don't argue that, and I shouldn't be knocking just insurance, but I think coaching and things like that, I thought I'd see many more stands with coaching, mentoring, not because I do it myself, but I thought I see Black Umbrellas are here. Now they are very good at that. So I thought people who are very much involved in starting up small business, setting small business, expanding small business, even from a legal side, I thought there'd be people doing these things, and I'm very surprised. There's mostly people, a lot of electronics, which again you need, but it's not the basics to get the thing off the ground. And I think people out there need that basic. That's why 80% went bust last year, and 80% are going to go bust this year. Because it's no use coming to these places and picking up all these cards unless you can turn whatever you get into money. And that's what entrepreneurship is all about, and this is what I think a lot of people here, they think they're entrepreneurs and they're probably not. They may be better being an employee, but if they've got the enthusiasm, they should go for it. So I think it's very interesting, like this young lady here. I don't know what she's doing, but what are you doing? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Information, basically.
Okay.
And you never know where you find your next contract.
Well, contacts.
And contracts. My business is with regards to education and recreational services. So I provide English, maths, computer lessons for kids in the location, townships.
The basic thing, what's going on at the moment, if 80% of small businesses are going bust every year, there must be a reason.
Yeah.
And the reason is a lot of them think they're entrepreneurs and they're not. They're told they're entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. They go to the bank won't give them any money, so they go bust. And even if the bank does give them money, and they don't know what they're doing, they're still going to go bust.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, the whole skills development thing must be looked at. My attitude is you don't give money to anyone starting a small business until they prove they know what they're doing. And you only know what they're doing when they've been trained. Yeah, and once they've been trained, the government, the banks must then open up their doors. Are you with me? That's and my idea is you start with a little startup, you call it junior school. And you pass these exams. You can't be a doctor, lawyer, accountant, nurse unless you're qualified. So why shouldn't we call the same for an entrepreneur or small business owner? I think is a better word. So after 3 months, they do a course or whatever. Then they get a mentor, and they then start this business, and they're far more comfortable. They have a good idea what business is all about. After 2 years, and another one, you have another little company called a repository company, where you give it insurance and things like that. All those things are on a side issue, but you help them. And after 2 years, if they're doing well, you say, okay, do exam number 2, which is now, you've gone from junior school, now you're high school. So now you say, right, you're much more into the balance sheet. What's behind the balance sheet?
Yeah.
A bit deeper in all the financials, the legal, etc. Your mentors will then get more involved from the financial side, because you're probably now looking to say, well, I want to expand. Do I buy a small business? Do I take in partners? And all that comes into that second phase. But are you with me? You've got to go through that junior school, high school, university, but it's all conditional upon having a coach. The money must be made available provided they have that piece of paper which says they're qualified.
With me, because I haven't been able to afford to go to a traditional school as to go to your university and all, what I've done is I've aligned myself with a whole lot of mentorship programs, coaching opportunities. I'm with the Branson Center of Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I know it well.
The Plateau mentorship program, which is managed by the JCCI, and Infinity Learning. So I'm basically getting those skills.